Crocodile G654 here, slightly from reverse because I was just showing my camera the other way around for once. It's a really ropey junction. I never caught it going into Pontefract before. The main road you can see just up there, that's the main way I always come in. But I had like 2 hours before the first race, I wouldn't know what to do. I've been to a castle, I've been to a museum which has the probably oldest ballot box in Britain. There's some of the products is interesting, but west of it I went a few years ago and it's not interesting enough. And there was a park, I thought, oh, there's a park and I've been to that as well, and I didn't fancy. I always have cold drinks after racing. I didn't really fancy a drink beforehand. But well, jokes. So I came in one of the back as a sort of under the railway. You can come in with near tan shelf, and I thought I'd do that. I'm going to go down. I thought I was going too far down. It wasn't really a problem. I was saying 2 hours before first race, didn't bother me. But I got this very ropey junction, and I didn't like my hands slightly. As that's strange, there's a really massive amount of traffic one way and none the other. And I think there's a lot going into Pontefract, but nothing coming out whatsoever towards the racecourse. So you got a nice little look of the racecourse. So I think I'm coming here as I got my train past Monk Hill to Monk Hill Station. You back here, Monk Hill, or whichever one it is. Maybe it's, I think it's Monk Hill. You get a nice view of the racecourse. So it's on the bottom, down the bottom there, probably side of the lake. But it's not funny for us. It's just about widest racecourse in Britain, apart of the Grand National part of the Aintree, of course, of course, one of Malmö, of course. But I think it's one of the largest in Britain. I think it's only behind Aintree, and I'm pretty certain it's the second largest. And in fact, I think it's one of the largest in Europe. I don't think there's much else this size. So we're 11, 12 time into Pontefract racecourse, something like that. It wasn't too bad train journey, it's a ticket. But it's £12.50 each way via York and then Leeds and back again, so it's cheap. Usually really cheap ways into places like Pontefract, and it just a bit further afield in the East Midlands, and it's become more expensive and it used to do. So Pontefract, thankfully, it was a quite cheap meeting, decent enough race. I've been to this meeting actually before. There's to making for light handicap and for horse. I'm pretty sure. I looked up once. I'm pretty sure it's named after horse. That's here, but there's a new racer coming. It's a decent amount of money, so I'm coming here for that, which is fine. But I also want a race course. I sort of didn't think you could enough. I think I knew you could sort of get into a centre race course. I was actually on a train. I looked across and saw people walking around the race course, and I think going sort of cross into the middle of it, and I thought, oh, I might do that. I've got like 2 hours for the first race. It says 2-mile circuit. It won't take you, and no reason enough time to do that. But I might get a coffee. I haven't ate yet. I had a few drinks last night. A very enjoyable, just want a fun event at the Stand Club in Newcastle. Go to every month. I found one problem with it's not eating, it's drinking. It's when I get home after a few drinks, I'll be bothered to cook. Unfortunately, not enough. I must do that better. I'm going to judge that a bit better because it's certainly not helping me lose weight. So I haven't had anything to eat yet. Actually, I had a drink. I was just sort of waking up a little bit after a few drinks, after 3 pints last night. Getting old is affecting me more. So that's that. I had thought going to jump to the city of 1st of May, saying. I've been seeing every group of graded races now, and it's been Mayor's Chase Town Festival. I've just gone through listed races, only about 10 left I think now. Because I went to a Mayor, there was I think Mayor's race at Kelso on 22nd of March, the new one there, went to that one. I've still done the Lingfield, the Spring Cup maybe, I haven't done that. And Cheltenham City, sadly, because I don't like racecourse at all, has one. But it's a hassle. I mean, it's an evening meeting. It's in Great Leeds, not Chelmsford City, and I'd probably have to stay overnight. I don't think you even make the 11 o'clock coach out of at night coach out of Victoria, because it's a hassle. You have to get into Chelmsford event, to Liverpool Street event, to a coach, and I don't think I could do that without missing basically a final 2 races. And it was all a. So I'll do that next year. Sadly, I think I'll still be an evening meeting, which was the main problem, really. Apart from being in Chelmsford City, which I don't like at all as a racecourse. I was thinking first through Toxteth, 3rd of May. I've been to the first cup before, but now I think I'm quite heavily in prize money. I thought I might do that. And Toxteth I've been to since. But it was national actually, 18, maybe 17, I'm not sure. I meant to go last year and I couldn't make the meeting. But trains are expensive to Toxteth more than they used to be. I mean, both Timson and Toxteth went £17.50 each way. That's before COVID and the Ukraine crisis knocking prices up. And I think maybe energy companies trying it on as well. And I think a number of people may be trying it on, not just that. and it certainly wasn't that cost this time round. But then I decided to go for the third time now, to the Tyneside Cinema, local cinemas I like supporting, doing an all-day a Lord of the Rings film, extended version, literally 12 hours, watching each of the 3 films, about pushing 4 hours each film. I've done that, we do that on at sort of dates on the 3rd of May, not the 4th of May, maybe the 4th will be with you, where I'm actually going to a Star Wars concert, with pun there, obviously, of course, maybe the 4th will be with you, but doing that on May the 4th at the Glass House. Used to be called Sage, but now it's called the Glass House. In other terms, I think I mentioned I'm going to 26th, 27th and doing Leicester and then Southall. 11th of May, I'm just in Newcastle, very good Sunday series meeting. I'm a fan of the Sunday series. I'm not a fan of some of the other things that came in, like Sugar Cup or the Racing League. I think both are totally pointless. I don't understand what horse racing is about. Horse racing isn't really, unless you're looking at pacemakers, a team sport. But Sunday series is good. I might be pushing it at first races, something at times again with Tyneside Cinema, which is interesting, and I have to get a bus across, and I might miss. Particularly because the first race is actually a good race. In fact, it will almost be a first race I might miss. Is a race that if it was just on Newcastle, I might go to it. All 7 races are good races. I'm not sure anything else. There's possibilities of York. I think it's just becoming here. Well, Wall Ascot and Glorious Goodwood. I've been to every race, every day of the races, but some decent handicaps I've not been to yet, and it still might be put pricey. I'm certainly not paying a grandstand ticket if I have no suits I can get into, which is another problem, frankly, of a wait. That's £100. I was just looking at curiously. I was actually looking at more than anything just for myself. For hilarity of lists of names or Ascot, you can put yourself down on a ticket ring. It's like a weird Admiral, and there's some, what was just some really stupid, really ridiculous ones. I remember it was once just nothing maybe. I was on a train coming back from Ascot, and there was someone near me. I think it was a French count, had his badge still on. It was something. I looked it up actually, and I think it was some sort of French count. God knows what it was. But I haven't been for a long time now. Both meetings, I think it's about 217th last time, so I might just look into a train cost of that and do that, and I'll think about that. But that all is for later on after I've had a nice look on the very nice looking and very attractive Pontefract racecourse area.